Hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Today, we are doing the ass end, the final third of Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. Those of you who know. Those of you who don't, welcome to one of my favorite things in video games. Joined again in the new year, our good friend Bix. How you doing, Bix?
Hello, I am he.
Now, the last time that we did this, we left on kind of a cliffhanger because we met the president, and he told us all about Arsenal gear, and he told us all about the Patriots.
And then he died.
And then he died.
In typical Metal Gear fashion.
Oh, yes. So we have a little bit longer of a stream than usual, just because, again, those of you who know, and those of you who don't, let me just say that there is about 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours of content for this tiny little last bit of the game. And there's no good place to really stop with any of it. So we're more or less just kind of gonna go straight on through. There's also gonna be a lot in the way of Easter eggs in this last section, but we're not gonna be able to catch all of it, which is why when it comes time to finish up the game proper, we're also gonna do a wrap-up, like, full-on discussion and Easter egg-laden stream where we kind of just talk shit about all of it and really digest all the stuff that's going on here.
And some of the stuff that's not,
Raiden,
or so
are you
I'm
reading
told.
me? This
Yes.
Otacon. What's your situation? Wet and miserable. This place
Hey,
is
man, me
flooded.
too.
The seawater that's been pumped up is pouring into the building.
I see. Listen, there's something I have to tell you about EE.
Don't worry about her. I'll get her out.
She's afraid of water.
Oh, good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. When she was 6 years old, she almost drowned with my father in our swimming pool.
She can't swim?
Well, yes and no. We used to swim a lot together when we were kids. In fact, she swam like a fish until that day when she almost drowned.
That'll fucking do
When the
it.
accident happened, I was in my room. I learned later that EE was calling me for help. She didn't doubt for a minute that I'd be there. You could see the pool from my room, but I didn't realize at the time that she needed my help.
What were you doing?
I was...
So Emma survived the ordeal.
Yeah, but my father didn't.
So you blamed yourself and left your family.
No. EE seems to believe that was the case. The fact is, I betrayed her.
And you think she can't swim because of the traumatic experience?
I haven't seen her since that day, but yes, I think so. I got a letter from Julie, her mother, after they moved back to England. In her letter, she mentioned that EE couldn't swim anymore, that she refused to even wear a bathing suit.
Damn. If she still can't swim, we're in trouble. Level B1 in the core is pretty much flooded.
Look, maybe you can help her overcome the trauma.
You want me to help her get over it?
Well, it's still gonna take some time to repair the Kamov.
Sorry, kid.
You don't get to
Emma's
hear
rescue's
the
up to
ones
you.
with Otacon very often.
Thanks. An underwater mission. Well, this is a first. Look, I'll see what I can do.
I suggest that you drum the map of the building into your head, because you won't have time to look at it when you try to bring Emma out.
I'm counting on you, Raiden.
I covered most of the core when I had to take out the C4s. If there's anything you need to ask me, call me on the Kodak.
I'll do that.
So yeah, it's... Everybody knows. Everybody knows that this is the part of the game. I will say it's worth it to explore down here thoroughly, because right now you have a little bit more time to do it than you'll do otherwise. Ooh, there's a little something in here. If only I could punch the water. There we go. Got some night vision goggles. And yeah, we're gonna be going through this area more than once, but right now is the moment where you have kind of the most leeway in how you want to approach it. So be a good idea to do it here. There's a little rubber ducky over here in this corner. If this was MGS1, I'm sure you would have some sort of a gun that allowed you to shoot underwater, and you could shoot the duck and it would make like a quack noise or something, but alas. Here's also...
Alas, it is not, and you don't.
Vulcan Raven is back.
Good.
Because they had to reuse that somehow, and they're like, well, now it's probably...
What better place than here? What better time than now?
Exactly.
Also, there's sea mines.
There are sea mines. I don't know why there are mines. I don't know who put the mines here. Oh, here's another one also. If you take a close look, right here it's reversed, but if you take a close look at the bulkhead on these doors, it says, not Metal Gear 2 Sons of Liberty, it says Metal Gear 2 Guns of the Patriots? Which is odd. That did not exist in the original version of this game. It was added. Speaking of things that did not exist in the first in the first release of this game, it bears mentioning that this scene is edited and is censored from the original release. The original ass release of Metal Gear Solid 2 was a lot more violent and a lot bloodier. And it's one of the few things that kind of got cut out of the game, but did actually exist in one point or another. In that area, also we got a PSG-1T. Let's shelve that for a second.
Thermal scope?
Not quite. It's a tranquilizer sniper rifle.
Oh.
Which will be very helpful in a few minutes. But yeah, pretty much any scene with like blood and guts and gore was originally way, way, way worse about it. And as far as I know, I believe the original American release of MGS2 is the only one that has that, and every other release of it was censored, including this remake. So, fucking, I make of that what you will.
Still ticking, huh?
Unfortunately, hell had no vacancies.
What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, I forgot that he yelled like that.
Worth noting also, he's standing on water right now.
Oh, it gets way dumber than you think.
Human muscles are quite eloquent. They speak out clearly what a person's next move will be. They even tell me which way a gun is going to be pointed before the trigger is pulled. But your muscles, they're different. This should be fun. Well worth the wait.
What if I told you that that water is basically not even water?
Is it like biogel?
I was coming.
Like some kind of suspension fluid?
They'll tell you in a second here, but it gets dumb. It gets cool, but dumb.
That's this series. I will... Yeah?
It's my favorite game in the series.
The live bait for the big catch. Crazy Ivan sometimes speaks the truth.
Emma's alive?
She was some time ago, but the flooding has become quite serious. I wouldn't be surprised if she's a mermaid now.
What?
Did you really think killing the president would prevent a nuclear strike? Think again.
I didn't do it.
Arsenal is still armed with a purified hydrogen bomb.
Purified hydrogen bomb?
This is no ordinary nuclear bomb. This weapon is capable of heavy hydrogen nuclear fusion using lasers and magnetics to generate heat-insulated compression. It was a top-secret project initiated by the current president, and Solidus has no idea of its existence. The clean thermonuclear bomb is at an experimental stage and is handled differently. Specifically, It becomes launch capable when Arsenal is activated. A nuclear threat still exists. 6 months ago, we lost everything we believed in. We were abandoned to take the fall in their cover-up. We were labeled as killers, responsible for the mass murder of civilians as well as our own allies. And the public believed every word, turning a deaf ear to whatever we had to say to the contrary. Our only goal is to wipe them from the face of the earth and destroy this world of deceit they have created along with them.
You're insane.
Insane? We might be the only ones telling the truth.
Final check for activating Arsenal has been completed. All Arsenal personnel report to your stations.
Well, it sounds like Arsenal's ready to go into operation.
Bad.
You're still hoping that the girl can install that virus you're carrying around, aren't you?
You know?
You knew?
It's a shame you're not going to
That was one of our most top secret black projects.
That isn't seawater, you know. It's a byproduct of the microbes contained in the pool. Buoyancy is practically non-existent thanks to the high oxygen content. Once you fall in, you don't come up. Take a good look at your grave.
Okay,
Show me what you've got.
so not only is Vamp, like, walking and meditating on water, but he is also walking and meditating on water that is such a high oxygen content that its buoyancy is nothing.
Don't fall in, dummy.
No, you will die immediately. First step, you want to make sure that you take care of those lights, because Vamp has a secret attack that he will use later that we do not want to deal with. And hopefully we just won't have to deal with it at all.
Well, if we're not gonna see it, you might as well tell me about it.
Oh, I will, in just a moment here. Vamp is probably, I would say he is the boss that gives me the second most amount of trouble in the game, next to just straight up the final boss. The dominant strategy here is to essentially take out all of his life while he's underwater to force him back up. And if you can manage it to melee him while he's up here, that'll also take quite a bit. The reason that I set up that claymore on the right side is because whenever he comes back up, a lot of the time he likes to do a clockwise circle around the environment, and he usually just runs straight into it. You can also shoot those out of midair if you do it well enough, which is rad. This whole fight is really fucking cool. Like I said before, every boss in this game has a like a kind of a through line, or like a one-to-one for one of the MGS1 bosses. Vamp is pretty much just Gray Fox. He is your, like, knife-based or blade-based acrobatic specialist who's really interested in just fighting you straight up.
Also, he's in heat mode.
He is. Yeah, he takes, there you go. He takes quite a bit of melee damage straight up, which is, again, one of those things that makes me feel like, yeah, Gray Fox. I mean, you can fight him with small arms. Or big arms. There he goes. And then you just set another one back up and you're pretty much good. Speaking of going into heat mode, now that his life is low enough, he's just gonna start going crazy. Once he gets to about this level, he just starts flipping all over the place, and his knives do a shit ton of damage. They also inflict bleed if you get hit with a particularly bad one. So... I love this boss so much. This is a really, really cool boss fight. It's also really difficult. When you get to this level, or this section of the fight, he has an extra heat move where he starts throwing, basically like Naruto kunai all over the floor that will track your shadow and like pin you in place. And Raiden will be like, I can't move! Which you can either delete by directly shooting them on the ground or shooting him while he's doing it. It's difficult to do, especially if you're like me and you're trying to go for M9. It's a lot easier to do with an M4 or like a big explosion gun.
Colonel, they've apparently completed the final check procedure for arsenal gear.
Find Emma on the double. You've got to get her to install the virus program that the President gave you. When you find her, take her to the computer room on level B2 in the core of Shell 1.
Snake, did you catch all that? I didn't make it on time. Arsenal's going active.
Yeah, I heard. The hostage rescue's gonna have to wait.
I'm going after Emma.
We'll secure the computer room. Looks like we can't install the virus program without Emma.
Can't your partner do it?
I would if I could, but the security for this system is no joke. I need more time.
That's why we need her.
Understood. I'll make sure you have your family reunion. What's up?
A lot of years have passed between EE and me.
Then you should see her, right?
I don't have the right to see her.
We can talk about this later. Raiden, I think you'd better get moving. Emma's in the locker room to the north, right?
I'm on it.
Broken this time. Nope. Okay, we're good. We're good. Welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 2. Vamp is gone. We did it.
I noticed.
Phil Lamar will be remembered for his really, really cool boss fight. We gotta go swimming again. More swimming this time. Kind of the same deal as before. This is a really good opportunity to... I recommend looking around these rooms as much as possible right now. Because you get those, which are really good. You need those. And you get some of this. Body armor, which we will very, very much need. Yeah, that's how you can tell that you're getting close to the end of a Metal Gear Solid game, is that they give you the body armor. Let's see. This way. This is where we want to go. And yeah, still all these sea mines. I still don't understand why the mines are here. My gut reaction is that Ocelot put them there. Because bombs...
He probably did.
It seems like an Ocelot thing to do, right?
It does. You're not wrong.
Alright. Now, if you take a look on the Soliton, you can see Emma's in there. What you want to do, though, you want to take a look around the room. Get a book, get some pentazamine, and then maybe see if there are any other ones. I think all the other ones are empty? Yeah. What's up, Emma?
Are you all right?
Good callback.
Who are you?
In case you didn't,
Right.
in
I'm
case you
getting you
didn't
out of
know
here.
that it was Otacon's sister, right?
Get me out.
Mm-hmm.
You're lying. Where are you taking me this time?
What are you talking about? I'm here to help.
Also, how good is Jen Hale that that's Commander Shepard?
I'll prove it.
Right?
Do you have nanos?
What?
Well, do you?
I do. Everybody on this project has them.
Okay, good. Let's try.
Jen Hale is genuinely phenomenal.
Can you hear me now?
Nanocommunication?
That's Whatever. Right. I have nanomachines too.
Then you're not one of them.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
And you came to rescue me?
Actually, I need your help to stop Arsenal. I understand you're the only one who might be able to do it.
And who told you that?
The president.
Really?
I need you to come with me to
She also
Shell
looks
1.
exactly like him. Like, holy shit.
My brother?
Yeah. I expected her to have, like, the same slumping posture that he has in the calls.
Yeah. Well, she's got some trouble. She does not stand up straight 90% of the time. Also, the game really wants you to think that she's, like, adorable, cute Mamoru.
Uh-huh.
She, like, every single scene with her is the camera spends a little bit too much time looking at her while she doesn't say anything, and it's like, okay, I get it. I get what you're doing.
I see. I've done this song and dance before.
You can swim. You used to love it.
How do you know?
Your brother told me.
He's really here?
That's whatever. He's here to rescue you.
I don't believe you. He would never come for me.
And I'm telling you he's here, waiting for us at Shell 1.
No! He left me, my mother, when we needed him the most.
Emma, really, now is not the time.
Think about was himself.
Emma, we can go over all that later, but first we have to get out of here.
No! I hate water! It's hopeless!
You're a real egotistical
I can't
woman.
swim!
I'm so glad that comes back.
I can't swim!
You can do it.
There's only a couple. There's only a couple of him, like,
know you can swim.
a couple of points where that happens, but
In the
yeah.
water. Endless blue. The water, it wants me. It won't let me go.
All right.
Blue, you say?
Then close your eyes.
Yeah, that's blue.
I'll guide you.
Oh, this is just the emulator
injected
being
with
fucked
something.
up.
My legs. I have trouble moving.
I don't even know why I said emulator. This is an
hold your breath.
Elgato. You
I'll
fucking
do the
saw the
rest.
PS3 when I loaded up the stream.
I did.
First we'll head to filter chamber 2, then we'll take a break.
I don't know what's up with
And
that.
all I have to do is hold my breath.
That's right.
I think it's just a callback
How long?
to MGS1 when they had the
Are you sure?
FMVs in that
Of course
game,
I'm
and they
sure.
were like
That's how I got
orangish.
here.
I think I can do it. I'm not good at
Okay,
holding my
I know
breath.
what
Look, Emma, I have an
I know what
idea.
I'm thinking. I don't know if you know what I'm thinking, but we talk about it a lot.
Hmm. Yeah.
Put your ear against my
Yeah.
chest
Yeah.
and listen to my heartbeat.
Your heartbeat?
Count the beats. Don't think about anything else. When you reach 100, open your eyes. By that time, we'll be on the other side. Give me a signal if you think you're running out of breath.
What will you do then?
I'll swim faster.
Swim slower. That way we can test your endurance, build lung capacity.
Hang on tight.
Also, that hairstyle. Good lord.
Which one?
Well,
Okay,
one of them is not styled, okay?
I'm closing my eyes.
Yeah.
Take some deep breaths.
It's simply not. Here, I'm gonna share the screen with you one more time. All right. What was the last thing you heard before OBS did its thing?
We were talking about haircuts.
Yes. Okay. The only other thing that I was gonna say before we started swimming here is the controller vibrates literally every time that she touches you. So let that be known. Let that be understood that that is something that is happening. As well as I want you to keep a close eye on not only how short her like oxygen bar there is, but also how fast it depletes.
But also how short she
Right.
is.
Go with Emma
True.
to strut L. If you exit the Shell 2 core and head south on the KL connecting bridge, you'll get to strut L. There's no time. Move it. Press down
You
and
got
hold
it.
the action button near Emma to hold her hand. Start moving with the button pressed down and you can lead her by the hand.
Definitely
Push the
not.
action button again to let go.
All right, Emma. Let's, well, we don't want to go this way. We want to go back this way. Hop on. Hop along. Now, here's the frustrating part for me, right?
Yeah.
I played through this and I was like, I know for a fact that this is gonna be a stressful stream to do, because if I do it well, it's gonna be 3.5 hours. What I did not expect to have to account for was if I do well, but also what if OBS just decides to cut the stream twice for no reason? What if that happens? Who can say?
Who can say?
First time?
You did good.
I concentrated on your heartbeat. It reminded me of when I was a kid.
Take a look at her eyes here. It's like 2 textures layered on top of each other for just the eyeball.
Yeah. What you're saying is we've got eye tech.
I remember my brother giving me a piggyback ride. I was sleeping with my ear against his back. I could hear his heartbeat.
Sounds like you were close.
We were, back then. We were stepchildren in our parents' second marriages. Wherever my brother went, I used to tag along. My brother didn't have any close friends, so he used to take care of me. We both wanted to be loved so much. So much that we used to pretend.
Pretend?
Yeah, we used to play house. My brother was the husband and I was the wife. But it was always just make-believe. We were only kids.
It's very
You know what I
Tokimeki Memorial
I
here.
never had a family, but I think I know what you mean.
Literally interrupting.
Raiden, stop talking.
Raiden, what's your
Oh,
status?
I forgot it was him.
I've got Emma Emmerich here. We've managed to avoid drowning.
Yeah!
Yeah!
As soon as you can.
Good
It's going
job.
to be hard with the connecting bridge on the upper level destroyed.
Didn't Olga say something about taking the oil fence at the bottom of Strut L?
Yeah, I remember that.
You should be able to go down by way of Strut L. Try and get over there.
What
Now,
about Emma?
I'm
She's been
worried
injected with
because
something and she can't walk without
he's
any
talking about maybe the
Take her
worst
with
section
you.
of the game.
Free your hands of any equipment and hold down the action button to give her a hand. To release your grip on her, take your finger off the action button. Emma can sit and wait until you help her back up. And be careful. You won't be able to use any
So
weapons while you're
Bix,
leading
I know
her.
that you
Now head for Strut
you
L.
enjoyed Metal Gear Solid
on
1
our
as we
way.
played it, right?
Yeah.
The one thing that I know you said this to me was the one thing that
We
MGS1
infiltrated
is
the
missing
computer
is a
room. What's your
prolonged
situation?
escort
Emma's
sequence.
safe. We're heading your way.
You're right, I did say
Good
that.
job.
Thankfully,
Shell 1's deserted.
MGS2
Looks
has you
like
covered.
Everybody's aboard Arsenal.
I had a look at the system, but there's nothing I can do. EE's our only hope.
Right. I'll put her on then.
Huh? EE? How?
I'll use my Kodak as a relay. Here she is.
How?
EE, is that you?
How?
EE. Why are you involved with Metal Gear?
Huh?
You knew our family's dark history and still got involved? What's wrong with you?
I should have known.
Answer me. Why are you repeating the same mistake?
I wanted to hurt you. I wanted to see you suffer.
EE?
You abandoned me.
No, that's not what happened.
Right. That's enough.
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Otacon's, Emma.
Otacon.
Enough with the sibling rivalry.
That's not what this is.
We haven't got time for this. Raiden, get her over here right now.
We really don't have time for this.
Gotcha, Snake.
Really
I'll head over
don't
there with
have
Emma.
time for this.
Most of the enemies aboard Arsenal, but I suggest you be careful. Make sure Emma gets here in one piece.
Raiden, take care of my sister.
Don't worry. I'll get her there.
Okay. Well, come on, Emma. we got quite a few rooms to clear here. Also,
got a lot of walking to do.
I would not suggest staying in this room. I don't know. I'm just saying it gives me a bad feeling.
Emma, Snake and Hal are waiting for us in Shell 1's computer room. I've got this disk that the President gave me. This disk is supposed to contain a virus that can corrupt Arsenal Gear's operating system. We need you to...
This is my program.
What?
Why did the President give it to you?
Huh?
Did something happen to the President?
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
President. He's dead.
What?
You actually wrote this virus?
It's not really a virus. It's more like a worm cluster. It's actually a delayed effect autonomous program that's designed to invade GW's cerebrum and render its nerve connections useless.
You know what GW is?
Of course. I created it.
Huh?
You look surprised.
Well...
Cat got your tongue?
I'm sorry, How about the Patriots? Ever heard of them?
Yes, but I only know what I've been told.
Can you tell me what you know?
Sure, but it's hard to put into words.
Right. Are you reading me, Emma?
Yes, loud and clear.
The President said that Arsenal Gear was the Patriots' key to supremacy.
That's as good a description as any.
What exactly is it?
It's a massive data processing system capable of controlling information on a global scale.
A data processing system?
That's right. The system's a social device for maintaining the Patriots' control.
You've lost me.
It's a
In this day
big
and age,
fucking
information
computer.
emerges from every direction and is freely distributed. A variety of information gathered by servers employing the latest in high-speed communication networks and P2P technology is rapidly circulated to individuals. In fact, the speed of this circulation process is accelerating on an almost daily basis. The Patriots seem to be afraid of this development. Apparently, they believe that their role will shift from dominant to dominated.
Huh?
Let me give you an example. You're aware of Solid Snake's anti-Metal Gear activities, aren't you?
Yeah, I know a little about it.
Well, that's just a small sample of uncontrolled information. I can guarantee you the Patriots did not want Solid Snake's name publicized. Now, look at it like this. Political scandal, corporate corruption, up until now, the Patriots have managed to keep a lid on these and other self-serving events. But with their existing data processing system, they're no longer able to effectively control the flow of information generated at the individual level.
And that's what it all
With
comes
the
down
newly
to.
created system, they can fully regulate digital information. High-level information can be categorized in stages, given clearance levels, and deleted as necessary, never to be seen by the public. By
Orwellian
deleting
editing.
such information, the Patriots can shape the course of history as they see fit.
Somebody's bound to catch on.
No,
No,
the memory capacity,
fucking
not to
no.
mention the lifespan of the average individual is extremely limited. On the other hand, digital information lasts virtually forever. It doesn't deteriorate.
So?
The alphabet, 26 letters, right? It could have been 30 letters. What if the 4 deleted letters were controlled by a program?
Impossible.
It's not. In fact, something similar is already underway. Do you know how many genes exist in an individual?
About 30 to 40,000?
Right. That's what was announced at the turn of the century.
So
There's actually 100,000.
her
according to the
arguments
original
here
theory
are kind
advanced
of
by the
on
scientific
the
community.
they're the infosec
Information
version
regarding the remaining
of
60,000 was
Liquid's
suppressed by the
like
Patriots.
gene
No.
therapy
Why?
stuff at the
How'd
very
you know?
end of the first
Do you
game.
know what a gene looks like? Did you count them yourself?
It's a very bad way
There
to
are
phrase this
research
argument,
organizations.
but I
Of
will say
course. And their reports have
parts of
already
this
been
make
subtly
more
altered.
sense in the
I'm
Japanese
beginning to
script than they
believe the
do
doctor
in the
reports.
English script.
GW is a system that allows the Patriots to
The bit
decide
about,
what will
like,
be recorded in tomorrow's history.
So what
Several
we're talking about is
vowels
one
and
huge
several
censorship
pieces
system for
of
deleting information
the
which
alphabet
might be
being like
inconvenient to
unavailable in the current
Patriots.
language makes a
Exactly.
lot more
The
sense when you
actual
consider
physical
Lolly
core
Lule
for
Lo,
handling the task, GW,
which does
is
not have like a
installed in
direct
Arsenal.
corollary
It's
to
the only system
the
in
English
world with
script.
an optic neural AI that has a parallel processing capacity of 980 trillion Hamets.
I suppose that being a specialist in in neural AI and complex logic played a significant role in your association with the Metal Gear project.
That's not the only reason.
What do you mean? I guess there are plenty of other reasons.
Yes, there are.
I understand.
Do you?
So Arsenal Gear was actually designed to protect the GW system, wasn't it?
Yes. It's armed with everything, including nuclear weapons, and is fully equipped with cyber-terrorist countermeasures. Physically and logically, it's the ultimate fortress for housing GW.
But is the AI actually capable of controlling everything?
No. GW is only the system's core. It's only for deciding what data is stored or deleted. The actual subsystem for executing the task exists within our social structure.
What?
The problem is us, Raiden.
Do you remember?
You remember
the
Y2K?
computer industry prior to the end of the
I
century?
do.
You mean the Y2K problem?
That's right. If you recall, our government supplied the world with a countermeasure program, using the internet at full capacity. The program was distributed to every governmental organization, every key facility throughout the world. In addition, the same program was included in an OS application for distribution among the public.
Let me guess. The Y2K countermeasure contained a program designed by the Patriots.
Yes, and everything supplied from that day onward contains the same program.
Impossible.
Do you know how a computer operates? Do you really know the basic principles on
Have
how
you ever
data is
seen a
exchanged?
computer? Do you know what a
Nobody's
computer is
aware
with
of
your
it,
own
but
two
there's a
eyes,
subsystem
Raiden?
in place, and it's about to be activated.
Is that why Solidus wants to burn out every electrical circuit in Manhattan with a nuclear blast?
Probably, but the overall system isn't actually complete.
What?
It still lacks the necessary factors for judging situations. I heard they were planning a major experiment in the next few days to provide complex data for GW to study. And suddenly all this happens.
Emma, it's not your fault. If it wasn't for
Kind
the
of is.
terrorists...
Yeah, you're right. Well,
It is and it isn't, but it
that's
is.
about all I know.
Right. Thanks. I think we'd better head for the computer room.
My bird in the computer room. Is he safe?
Yeah.
Crazy overgrown parakeet?
I actually couldn't shoot him.
Excuse me, he's a parrot. And he's
If
my
you
best
try to
friend.
shoot the parrot,
My
it
only
does the
friend.
same thing as if you try to
Well,
shoot
the bird's
Fortune,
okay.
by the way, and it bends the bullets
Good.
away from it.
Did you know that in the old days, miners used to take a canary into the mine shafts to detect toxic gas?
That's what he's for?
No, I really needed.
I just thought that was
interesting.
interesting.
Right. I think we'd better get moving.
There's so much of that in Kojima's
We've got a little
scripts
longer to
of
cover than
like,
the last time.
did you know
did
that
my
this
best.
fucking cool
Whatever you
thing
do,
happened
don't
30
open your
years
eyes.
ago?
Why not?
No, does that
Dead
have
body,
anything to
none
do
of
with
it is
anything?
sight.
No. I just thought it was
Once we
cool.
get past it, it'll be too dark to see anything.
Good thing you picked up those NVGs.
Oh, we don't want to use that underwater. Would
What
you
are those
believe that it
sticks in your
fucking
head?
blinds you?
These? They're lacquered chopsticks. They hold your hair in place. Did you know that they're pretty popular in Europe and South America?
No,
Can't
Kojima,
say
I
that
didn't know
do.
that.
You're not only cute, but smart too.
Oh, I'm much more than cute.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
boy.
go.
All right, dead or
Yeah.
alive. Let's get out of here. How old are you supposed to be, Emma? I'm very uncomfortable with this.
I mean, Otacon's got to be getting on by this point in the story.
Yeah.
Getting a little long in the tooth, perhaps.
Well, okay, so in Metal Gear 1, he was like, what, late 20s? And he's at least 30 by this game. So who knows? I mean, people know. People know.
People know. There's
I
got to
don't-
be someone who knows.
Here's the other thing I wanted to show you. You take Pentazemin while you're down here, before you swim, Emma's O2 gauge goes by significantly lower because she's listening to your heartbeat. And you just took anti-anxiety medication. The controller rumbles in time with Raiden's heartbeat, and it slows down when you take it as well.
That's neat.
It is neat. Hi, Raven.
There's Vulcan Raven.
All right, we're running out. There we go. Whew. Back down into the breach we go.
Swimming. Time attack mode.
Yeah, kinda. Also, there was your answer for Arsenal gear as well, which...
Yeah?
God, so Ray does not have nuclear launch capabilities, but Arsenal gear does. So, therefore,
Correct.
Ray is just meant to kind of, you know, protect...
Like a bodyguard.
Bugs!
Oh, she doesn't like bugs. So check this out. I was telling you this earlier about getting infested with sea lice.
Uh-huh.
If you go into there, you see rations. Shake them off.
Shake them off.
It's so fucking stupid. There are a couple, you know, so you're supposed to get rid of them with the coolant. If you're like me, the very first thing you tried to do was like throw grenades at it and blow them up in big clusters. Mm-hmm. It doesn't work. All it does is splash.
That's probably what I also would have tried.
In fact, to take out the M4, not only does it not work, but you, let's see, try and blow them up a little bit. Here.
It throws them around, but they're fine.
There you go. Splashes on your
Grode.
screen. Yeah, it's grody to the max. Gag me with a spoon.
Gag me with a spoon.
Yeah, that's right. Also, we are currently 2 for 2 on phobias for Emma here.
Yeah. Got water and bugs.
That's right. And I mean, sea lice are bugs that live in the water specifically, so doubly bad. This is right around the area of the game where they were like, we need to come up with more things to do with the coolant.
We need to come up with more things, more busy work.
A little bit. My one complaint is that this kind of takes forever.
And like, normally when I say busy work, I'm being facetious, but considering it's a Kojima game, they could have literally meant busy work.
Also, considering you have to wait for Emma to, like, get back into position to grab your hand, and that can often take a couple... In this next room, you can easily fuck yourself by having her in a situation where she needs to grab your hand and get moving, and she needs to, like, swivel around on her axis, and it can easily cost you the moment that you need. You said before that you wanted to take a look at how those books work?
Yeah.
Well, this is a room where we're going to be able to use books. Also, she can't grab your hand if you have any stuff in your hands at all. So that's one more thing. I just want to add this on so that everybody's aware.
Yeah, it's, you know, it'd be nice if we had like 2 hands. Too bad we don't. You
Right.
know?
Or it would be nice if we could do like more than one thing at one time. But we kind of can't. Come on, Emma. Also, I'm not gonna lie, this room sucks. This is maybe the worst... I don't know if I would say it's the worst room in the game. It's my worst room in the game. He's like a Sims character. Ah.
Who's there? Who's there?
Good thing his weapons are suppressed.
Good thing.
Come on, Emma. We gotta fucking go. There are like 5 dudes in this room also. Alright, come on.
Good thing they stopped wearing helmets for some reason.
That's right. There is a subsystem in Metal Gear Solid 5 where the guards will adapt to whatever your playstyle is. So if you're getting a lot of headshots and like sneaking up behind people like I'm doing now, they will start to they will start to call in like supply drops, and they'll start wearing helmets. But then you can also interrupt those supply drops in like a Facebook mini game. I'm not kidding. And doing so, you'll be able to be like, I don't want these guys to have the supply drop for body armor, or I don't want these guys to have the supply drop for helmets. Which is neat. It's annoying, but it's neat. Let's just toss one of those right in front of our face. There we go.
Good job.
Thank you.
Raiden.
I managed
He
to
doesn't
avoid
actually
being
say that.
spotted. No, he doesn't. But I really like the way that Paul Eiding says Raiden. For a second, I thought, I can hear another one. I remember there being two, and I can hear another one, but I don't know where exactly.
Oh, look at what you did.
I'm sorry, Emma. There are a lot of Easter eggs with Emma. Like, a lot. And most of them are like, did you knock her out and then also climb on top of her and then call Otacon on the codec? And he's like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you do that? You're disgusting. And it's like, yeah, well, yeah. They coded that in the game.
That makes me think of that one thing in Metal Gear Solid, or Metal Gear Rising, that happens if you attack too many civilians.
Yes. It is pretty much exactly that. Also, we're getting a cell phone call? Hello? Okay, thanks, Gray Fox. Gray Fox will also call you to be like, you need to use the coolant on the bugs, which is really funny to me because at least the way that I play the game, consistently the only calls that I ever get from Gray Fox are like, you need to use the coolant. Like, specifically the coolant.
What do you think this is? A game where you can just not use the coolant? Certainly not.
Do you have any idea how hard we had to try to program in these particle effects? Oh, we're out of coolant. Come on. Okay, there we go. Emma, please. We gotta go. Emma, we gotta go. We have absolutely no
We
time.
gotta go now.
You've got to follow me so I can set you free, and we'll escape from the city.
Trust me.
Listen to the way that Raiden delivers this.
Damn
also.
it.
What's wrong?
This door is security level 5. I don't have card 5.
Fuck!
Damn.
The hell is up with
Give it up
5?
already? Ta-da!
He's got like the
I
biggest
love-
migraine,
I love the delivery of, like, he knows it's a
You should
power
have
up.
told me you had
right?
it.
Well, the truth is, I just remembered it myself.
Well, nice. That's what I'm talking. Like there's just an extra little bit there that's like DOA volleyball tournament DLC character. You know what I mean?
Yep.
This room is a little weird. This room is a little bit weird. Because... Let me see if I can maybe toss a little something out there. This room is a little bit weird because you kind of can't fucking see anything. There are 2 of them in this hallway.
I see him. I see one of them, and I saw the other.
Now let me see if I can maybe... Hey, Emma. Come with me.
Oh. Oh!
All right, well, that didn't work. So we're gonna go ahead and go back in there, and then just go back in. How about that instead? I was
Where'd
like,
she go?
she's over there.
Oh.
Emma, come on. That's a little bit weird to me. Like, I can never quite figure out the proper distance for getting it done, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on, get up. There we go.
There you go.
That's how you get it into their bloodstream faster. Oh, shit. Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
it's a suppository.
That's right. Hey, stop that. Did that get him? No. Shit.
Just pop him.
This guy's got a helmet.
Yeah, but I'll tell you where he doesn't have a helmet.
On his crotch?
I was gonna say on his ass, so run up and kick it. Because that's the way I play games.
Not quite fast enough. Alright, Emma. Sorry, Emma. Emma, I need you to come with me, please. That guy's gonna wake up, so we need to leave.
Better hurry.
But yeah, like, that room is so strange because it's like my first instinct is to use a M9, but they block it, right? So then my second instinct is, well, let me throw a chaff grenade around the corner, or a stun grenade around the corner. But then you throw the stun grenade around the corner, and it doesn't get them for some reason. But it does get Emma, who's behind you, and like in the hall. Like, it's weird.
She's very dainty.
Maybe the light reflected off the wall in such a way that it caught her glasses and then magnified the light in her eyes.
Or maybe it's just really fucking loud.
That
Because it is called a flashbang.
I have a
Keep that in
question
mind.
for you.
What is it?
How do you feel about heights?
I can't say I like heights. The water's higher on my phobia list. Why?
Well, we have to go down a ladder.
How far down?
Just a little bit.
Why do I feel like we've had this conversation before? How little is little?
About 130 feet.
Huh.
Think you can do it?
Would you take no for an answer?
How are your legs?
Better. The numbness is gone. I can climb down on my own.
Okay, follow me.
That's a little bit that people, I think, tend to forget. Like, people give Emma a lot of shit. Because this section is, you know, it's an escort mission. But people are like, man, why can't Emma just walk? And it's like, well, they did tell you, she got injected with something that made it so that she literally couldn't run away.
But also, the way she says it the first time makes it sound like she's making it up so she doesn't have to swim.
That's also fair. I really, really love the way that this next segment just looks. You get a really good view of the PS2 sunset.
Beautiful.
It's a pretty nice PS2 sunset.
It's a really good looking video game, and this is probably one of my favorite rooms.
If we don't hurry, it'll be the last we see.
And then he stops and stares at it.
You ever notice how when Quentin Flynn talks, like, you can hear the jowls?
Yes. Oh man, Quentin
Enemy
Flynn.
soldiers, gun ciphers. I don't think we're gonna be able to slip past all that.
The thing that I don't like Quentin Flynn as a
How
person.
much do you weigh, Emma?
Especially in recent years.
If you go alone, I
But
think you can make it
I
across.
really like how he delivers Raiden, because the way he delivers Raiden is very clearly trying to be an anime hero. Like, he's trying to be a hero,
This is Raiden.
Uh-huh.
Do you read
but he
me?
can't do it.
What's up?
We've made it to the lower part of Strut L. We'll have to cross the water from here.
Can Emma walk?
Yeah, she's okay. The pontoon bridge doesn't look too sturdy. Emma's gonna have to cross it alone.
Right. The oil fence.
There are ciphers and several guards.
Raiden, you're carrying a PSG-1, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time to play sniper.
Not bad. This spot gives me a good view of the targets.
You're going to have to cover Emma until she crosses to Strut E. I'll get there and provide some support of my own.
Thanks.
Think you can handle it?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I know the drill. I faced a similar situation in advanced mode level 4 VR
Fuck off.
training with the PSG-1.
Shut up.
Guess it's better than nothing. Make sure you don't hit Emma. Right now, with Arsenal's boarding in progress, security should be at a minimum. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Given the situation, they've probably got claymores in place to make up for the security shortage. Make sure you use your thermal goggles.
Right.
Okay, I'm heading for Strut E.
Emma, are you reading me?
Loud and clear.
I'm gonna clear a path for you from here.
How?
Sniper fire.
You're kidding.
Trust me.
What if I fall into the sea? I can't swim.
You were doing pretty good a few minutes ago.
Okay.
Think you can do it?
Would you take no for an answer?
No. All right, get going.
I like
You'll
that.
be fine.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
There are so few codecs in the entire series where any line is said from two people at the same time. All right.
Which sure is a specific thing.
It is. All right, so first of all, we want a regular PSG-1, and we want the thermals. We need some Pentasmin because, damn. This was also me sitting down, or this is me going prone, and this is the sway that we already have. It's quite a lot. Also, every time that you switch your gun, it does not keep where you were. Even if you switch out of first-person mode and then switch into a gun with first person, it still. There we go. It still does the thing where it resets your aim, which is probably the thing that I have to say sucks the most. This section is maybe the hardest room in the game, depending on how good or bad you are at sniping. Because you have, like, you have that little of an amount of time to be able to get on these guys. Because they'll see her immediately. And they come out quite quickly, and there's quite a lot of them.
There are.
And it also lasts quite a while. If you mess up at any point during this section, you have to do the whole thing over again. Which is a little rough.
I'm so tired.
I also mentioned before that the directional microphone is your Easter egg machine.
I'm scared.
This section is a lot of that.
I don't want to do this. I can't do this. How did all this happen?
Let me see if I can get this
Good
one.
old directional microphone.
The directional microphone is really cool. Man, without the Pentasmin, it's like, fuck you.
I don't want to do this.
And you want to make sure that you have the directional mic trained on her every time that she goes around these, because when she goes out of sight is when you get the real ones. Instead of just like the incidental dialogue.
Phew. Safe, I guess. If I've managed to get this far, it must be thanks to that Raiden guy. But what is the deal with him? He's got a weird name, dresses pretty weird too. And I'm not really sure about the way he holds my hand and things. He's easy on the eyes though, so I guess I can let that slide. But I got my own ideas about that hair. I wonder if well, it must be. I could ask him later. He'd probably get ticked off. I'll leave him alone.
So that's a reference to the... There's multiple extra things that you can get for Raiden. In the way that Snake got a... In the way that Snake has Infinity Bandana, you can get Infinity wigs and like several other wigs with Raiden.
Mm-hmm.
And ammo just respawns, which is nice. It only respawns in groups of 5 though, which is awful. What's up, Snake?
This is Snake. Can you hear me?
Yeah, nice and clear.
I've reached my sniping position on Strut E. I'll provide support fire from here.
All right. Do me a favor and take out whatever I miss.
Just call me when you want me to shoot.
What is this delivery? Alright. So yeah, let's see. Let's go back to our night vision, or thermals. We don't want to... What you'll do is, like he says, you call him on the codec, and he immediately gets on you about like, hey, let me go ahead and shoot whatever you're pointing at. And he'll only shoot what's in the actual scope that you're aiming at. But at the same time, we don't want to do that just yet. Because he will just kill people. And we still want to use tranks if at all possible. One for him. Fucking Cypher. And Emma does not have enough health to be fucking around either. Where'd she go? There she is. Hey! Stop doing that.
Should deal with that other Cypher while you're at it.
Yeah.
I'm noticing that the bullets have a bit of travel time.
They do. I could be wrong, but I think the trank rifle has even more travel time.
It would make sense.
It also... Fuck off with this.
Man.
Yeah, the ciphers are rough on Emma. I mean, thankfully, like, the alert and caution modes don't last as long as they do normally, but they're still...
They don't seem to matter either.
No, not really. It's kind of just there to tell you that somebody's looking at her. If for some reason you didn't know. I also... The track that's playing right now is called Twilight Sniping, and it's, again, one of my favorite tracks in this whole album. It's really, really, really good.
Too shaky. What if I fall?
It's like halfway between an Ace Attorney track and a Metal Gear track.
Freeze!
Ah!
A girl? What are you doing here?
It's not by choice, thank you very much.
Oh,
You're not gonna shoot me.
no.
Why not?
Stay away from good-looking women when you're fighting. Otherwise you'll get hit with diarrhea.
Huh?
What?
One of the few things I learned from Shadow Moses.
What are you talking about?
Ancient history. Don't worry about it.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but does this mean you're letting me go?
Well, you could have found a nicer way to say that, but sure. Better hurry.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Just run like hell. Oh no, my stomach! Not again! Oh. This place is about to sink! Just get out fast, okay? Oh.
Wait!
What?
What's your name?
Don't have one!
Huh?
Okay, fine. It's Johnny! Oh, I'm not gonna make it.
Hey, if we run into each other again... Huh.
Oh, Johnny. Good old Johnny.
Good old Johnny.
Alright, I think she should be okay with that one. This is a good point to call Snake. Basically, I want to try and avoid killing people as much as possible. But he's good for taking out ciphers and claymores.
Snake, I can't handle this alone.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
Get real.
I'm going to show you how sniping should be handled. Take a good look. My sniping field will be limited to the area you're watching through your PSG-1 scope. Keep a good lookout on Emma's surroundings, even while I'm shooting, all right?
You can see Snake's position, by the way. He's, like, perpendicular to you, so that makes no sense. But he's over there. Hi, Snake. You can also use the directional mic on him.
Just a little more.
Oh, who saw her this time?
The guy on the balcony? Oh, I think Snake just popped him.
There he goes.
There goes your non-lethal run.
Snake killed him. I'm okay with Snake killing people. As we discussed in the first LP, like, or stream, I guess. I don't know what. I guess you could call it both. Whatever. In the first session, Snake has no problems killing people. And you can't get through MGS1 without killing people also. So, Plus, he already did kill some people at the beginning. I believe.
Yeah, before you got the M... No, you had the M9 at the beginning.
We did, but I think we got into that, I think we killed some people on our way out of the tanker, if I remember.
Do I need to clear things with Otacon before I ask her out?
Snake!
Snake!
Snake, she's like 15 or something.
I mean, you don't know that.
I don't know that. The Metal Gear Wiki note. God damn it!
Oh, he's back.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, dead man?
You are absolutely forbidden from missing.
Missing is forbidden.
Verboten, you might say.
Verboten.
That's right.
Alright, let's try to go prone this time instead. Ah! I know, EE, I know.
At least you've got this astounding music track to keep you company.
It really is great. There we go.
There you go. For a second, I thought that was a dart sticking out of her head. Oh. Suddenly, it's not funny anymore.
And so that's what makes this the most frustrating thing of all, is that it doesn't matter.
Is that it doesn't matter.
That is why people don't like EE. Which is really unfortunate because it's fucking Vamp's fault. It's got nothing to do with Emma.
Raiden, Emma's been stabbed.
That bastard. bastard!
How bad is it?
She's conscious, but the bleeding's bad. I'm bringing her over there right now. Wherein, get that disc over here as soon as possible. I'm afraid her time's running out.
I'll be there.
So, we're about to run into the longest section of cutscenes in this game, which I think is somewhere around 20 to 30 minutes of solid cutscene. Which is...
That's fine. Less work for us.
Yes, but also, like, when we get past this little gameplay sequence and we start seeing it, this is kind of what I mean by once Vamp stabs Emma, there is no stopping point for the game.
Snake, what's your situation over there?
Emma seems to be, doing something to GW's defensive capabilities. All we need now is your disc. You'd better hurry. I don't think she's gonna make it.
Definitely How's the bleeding?
She's... Just get over here. You'll find the coast is clear with everybody aboard Arsenal right now.
Understood.
Okay. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and make our way through these last couple of rooms here.
Savor it while it lasts, I guess.
This is a really good place to go, because there's a ration here. And we get to see that Zone of the Enders box one last time.
One last time.
We'll go over this in the, we'll go over this when we get to the digital camera.
We'll go over it in post.
Well, we'll go over this again when we have that, that wrap-up stream at some point. But there is another type of Easter egg box that's not the Zone of the Enders one. Also, I want to point out that guy was listening to a Walkman. Okay. Chaff. Should be another one. Yep, there it is. If you go...
Good thing those chaff grenades last for so long.
They do. If you go anywhere other than the door that you're supposed to go in this sequence, you get a call on the codec, and Snake, or... I think it's just Snake, it might also be Campbell. They're like, Raiden, stop fucking around. They're also locked, so you can't do it anyway. There we go. Oh, my heart drops every time I have to make that side jump.
Yeah.
Don't go down this way. This way has claymores. This way just has bugs.
Of the two threats.
It's a choice. You have to commit.
It is a choice. It is a choice, and you do have to commit. These are both true.
Speaking of having to commit...
Damn, she got shanked pretty good.
She's got some McDonald's ketchup packet stains on her mouth.
Yeah. How's Emma?
I think he got some internal organs. We can't stop the bleeding.
Yeah, no, she got skewered.
Front to back.
How?
I'm here.
Got the disc.
Is this the first time we've seen Otacon in person?
Apparently all you have to do is pop in the disc.
Yes. Well, no, he was on the... I think he was on the Harrier. Or on the helicopter.
That should insert the virus into the AI.
I think he was flying the helicopter, but this is the first time we've seen his, like, model in person.
What the?
I mean, it looks like it worked.
Agent?
Damn, the connection's been cut.
Is the virus upload complete?
I don't think so. The count stopped at 90%.
God damn it.
Otacon.
I don't think Emma's made any mistakes.
But
A portion of the worm cluster might have been altered after the disc left Emma's hands.
By the Patriots?
Will the virus still work?
I have no idea.
Better hope.
Better hope.
Hal, is everything all right?
It's all right. Everything's all right.
Good. At least I won't be adding another page to our family's dark history.
Yeah, that's right.
What if the virus doesn't work?
Either destroy that thing, or take out Solidus and his men.
How do we get on board?
I don't think we can. Unless somebody inside gives us a hand.
Hal, I always...
What is it?
wanted to see you again.
You don't hate me?
Never. I never wanted to get in your way. I never wanted to hurt you. I thought that with Arsenal, if I followed in your footsteps, I could be closer.
Oh.
I just wanted you to look at me. Look at me as a woman.
I could never do that.
Don't
Otacon,
be so
no.
honest.
Oh no.
It hurts.
Sorry.
Can I ask you one last favor?
Sure.
Call me Emma.
What?
Please call me Emma.
EE is really awkward. I will admit that.
It is, and the delivery isn't good.
And that's saying, like, he's trying his best.
What's wrong with EE?
You could fix it by saying
Emma?
EE,
Emma?
but E stop E
Emma?
doesn't work.
Emma?
Also, how fucking tragic is Otacon's life? First Sniper Wolf, and now this.
The man cannot catch a break.
Otacon gets it really, really, really bad. I'm gonna tell you straight up, his life does not get, like, okay until Revengeance happens, and that's the last game in the series. He also had a terrible childhood.
I didn't leave you. Because of the accident. I had a relationship with your mother.
There was also that.
Yes.
She seduced me,
Yes, there was that.
and it went on. My father's death was no accident. He took his own life.
And there was
My
that.
fault. All my fault.
Yep.
Forgive
Yep,
me.
there was that too. Otacon has had a really bad life. It says a lot that Otacon is also, like, genuinely one of the most heroic people in the entire series. And he's also normal. Like, he doesn't have the ability to go around like Snake or Raiden.
He's just a dude. Super smart, fucking made Metal Gear, but he's just a dude.
Attention. Arsenal gear is ready for launch. Evacuate the upper levels immediately.
Sounds like they're cutting this area loose.
It's really fucking bad. Also,
It means we're gonna sink.
I really like that because we finally see the sunset and dusk, we're now able to see that all of Metal Gear 2 is over the course of one day. Except for the tanker chapter, but like all of the plant is one day.
Won't be able to come with us.
We will be commencing the countdown shortly. Personnel in the upper levels, head for the evacuation area immediately.
Well,
that's a good callback.
It is.
Always the survivor.
So is this.
Yeah, that's also a good callback.
I fucking love Metal Gear's willingness to just use PlayStation 1 cutscenes. Or MSX cutscenes, even.
Yeah, it did happen.
The hostages.
What about you guys?
We got other arrangements. There's our ride out of here. Anyway, we're gonna have to sink that thing if the virus doesn't work.
I should be going with you.
No.
You got your job.
That's a
We've
bad
got
idea.
ours.
You mean I'd only get in your way?
Well, yes.
A little bit.
Only you can save those hostages. Got it?
Ganbate.
Right.
Ne?
Listen, the two of you won't be able to destroy that thing.
Yeah, the thing's a flippin' planet.
Only option.
Yeah! So fucking stupid with the parrot. That's like one of my favorite things. They do the badass walk. Also, keep
But the fucking parrot is there.
The parrot seems really stupid, and the parrot is really stupid. But there is a point to the parrot.
Otacon.
I'm sure there
Try
is a
to get
point
as
to
many
the parrot.
hostages out as you can. It's a short flight to the shore, so don't worry about overloading the Kamov.
Leave it to me.
Yeah!
Oh, best buds.
And there's that main theme.
That's right. Enjoy it while it lasts. Because it's fucking great.
And it doesn't come back.
It comes back once.
One time.
I miss you.
Oh, that's unfair.
I miss you.
Oh, man.
Why does the parrot have to be voiced by Jen Hale?
I miss you. I miss you.
Why does the parrot literally have to have her voice? I really like that Otacon is like trying to keep it together, and every 10 seconds it's like he's not okay.
He is not okay.
He is not okay, says My Chemical Romance.
Both you and I.
The
We
Otacon
were
isn't
always
alright,
alone.
says the Offspring.
Always.
How could one little Metal Gear shatter so many lives?
Always waiting.
Yeah?
Waiting for somebody. Somebody who would love us. But we were wrong.
And Snake doesn't do much. He just stays at home and smokes guitar and plays a lot of pot.
You have to
in that
go
order.
That's right.
find it. 4 years ago, I realized that you can't just wish for a happy family. You have to make it happen. I only wish I knew that sooner.
Huey committed
I learned
suicide,
that I
Ryan
could
and
love.
OD'd and died.
As you probably did,
Jesus.
Emma.
That got dark.
Nothing's real.
You think he's gonna be okay?
No.
Fuck no.
Looks. Consider it done.
Raiden's just in the middle of the room with like a green screen and the camera's spinning around him.
Now.
He's just changing into different oh shit!
What the?
Arsenal's going to take off. We still need you to take care of a few things. This time, don't fail us.
Snake, what's this all about?
Bedtime, Raiden. I wouldn't do that.
You're changing sides now?
Change sides? I don't recall saying I was on yours.
Damn it. You
ready for some shut-eye?
How's Olga?
It was actually never Gray Fox.
No! Gray Fox got fucking murdered!
Gray Fox is fucking dead.
It was Olga the whole time. It was me. I was the Gray Fox all along.
I was wondering what that was doing there.
I was wondering what that cyborg ninja was doing there. Alright, everybody, trash the set.
You love to trash the set, I know you do.
I really do. Also, I love that the big shell is literally just a big shell. It's literally on the back of Arsenal gear. And Arsenal gear is shaped like a giant world turtle.
Which is pretty cool.
Look how fucking big it is.
I have only seen like a drawing of this thing. I want to see what it actually looks like.
Jack, are you reading me? Do you want to save your
No.
mission data up to this point?
Get real.
Yes, though.
Why don't you do it?
You're an egotistical woman. That's right.
Not a chance.
2021 now.
Oh, yeah.
Your mission data's been saved.
Not a chance.
Is he still alive? He was when Olga brought him in.
This all seems very familiar.
Including the genome data, but there's
This
nothing
is
on this
very
guy.
familiar.
NSA, CIA, FBI. He doesn't exist in any database. He's a non-existent operative from a non-existent organization.
I suspected as much. However, I know this man. Wake him up.
Nobody except for this guy knows who Raiden is. Because when you start to think about it, Raiden's backstory makes no sense.
There he is.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper.
Dr. Octopus?
You know this fellow?
You remember me, don't you? You've grown.
If you turn your head left at this point, the oxygen gauge goes way, way, way slower because he grabs you from the left. That's a fun little thing, because it makes sense.
Does it? I'm not sure I follow.
Yeah, he has less of a grip on your windpipe if you're at that angle, because that's the angle that it's wrapping around you at.
This is my son. I taught him everything. Jack, I never thought I'd see you again.
I love that they censor him Austin Powers style.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna really like this next section
You don't
then.
remember your name.
He's also got fucking awesome barcode tattoos.
You learn from me.
Yeah.
Alright, who is Raiden
Listen to
actually?
that. Listen to that fucking fabric in his gloves.
Mm-hmm.
You were one of the best among the child soldiers that fought in that conflict.
Oh no.
When you were barely 10 years old,
This is where it all
you became
begins.
the platoon leader of the small boy unit. At the time, your outstanding kill record earned you several nicknames, including White Devil and Jack the Ripper. Jack,
I was your godfather. I named you. When
Look
the
at
war
that
ended,
official
you
art.
disappeared from the relief center.
Yeah, there's Yoji Shinkawa looking at us.
I wondered what happened to you. I should have known they would recruit you.
So
It's an interesting
it's totally bullshit
He's a lackey for the Patriots. I
that
doubt he knows
Raiden would
anything
just
of
be
interest.
allowed in here as a rookie
What should we do with him?
with no experience that nobody knows about.
Like you suggested.
And it's like, of course. Because he's not. He's not who he says he is. He's a fucking child soldier. Raiden's backstory is worse than Snake's.
Happening again?
Could it be that he's here too?
And you know this because you played a little bit of... You played
In
Revengeance
another
before
hour,
this.
we demonstrate the power of Arsenal gear.
But at the time...
Standard weapons, of course.
Yes, proceed as planned.
At last report, all is well with GW.
How about the troops?
The men are being refitted with Arsenal gear equipment as ordered. You're the spitting image of Big Boss.
There's that glove fabric.
That leather on leather.
That's
Is
right.
that so? Perhaps I should be grateful to this kid for that.
The camera did not cut away fast enough there.
Yeah, no, just for a moment you could see that he was just smooth.
There is nothing. That's actually something
There's nothing.
I want to talk about that a little bit when we get to the cut content section. That is that's not a circumcision joke. That's just
But if it was, it would be a pretty good one.
It would be.
You don't need this anymore, do you?
Originally, there was supposed to be something there. Olga.
A foul
man,
wind is
and
blowing.
she's there.
We shall speak again.
Don't move. Stay as you are. We're being monitored by a camera.
What are you up to?
I'm switching over to nanocommunication.
We haven't really talked about this a whole lot, but nanocommunication, it's not
Mr.
entirely
X,
clear whether or
ninja?
not it takes place
Correct.
entirely
It's me.
instantaneously.
I thought you were the leader of the Russian troops.
No.
Because
that
it's
was
not
just a
the codec
smokescreen.
from MGS1.
A smoke screen?
I was sent to provide you support.
Support? Who sent you? The Colonel?
No. The Patriots.
What?
I
What?
deceived my troops, betrayed them.
But why?
My child is being held hostage
Because
by
the Patriots are fucking evil!
It all started 2 years
Yeah?
ago when I lost my father during the tanker incident. My men and I had nowhere to go, so we joined forces with an illegal Russian organization.
The Russian Mafia?
Something like that, actually. I learned much later that it was a subordinate organization of the Patriots. I was expecting at the time. When I gave birth to my child, it turned out I was in a hospital run by the Patriots. In the morning, my child was gone. My baby is being kept somewhere in this country.
Damn.
Have you ever met your child?
No. Once a month, they send me a photo of my child via network.
Dude, fuck the
Never even
Patriots.
held the child in my own
Yeah.
arms.
I see. Given your situation, nobody can blame you for what you did.
That's your opinion.
What about Snake? I thought you were enemies.
He wasn't responsible for my father's death. Actually, we owe him our lives.
Dude, do you
2 years
remember
ago, they were
Nishiyama's
responsible
arc
for
in
getting us out of the
Yakuza?
sinking tanker
Or
alive.
Dr. Wily in the Proto Men?
Yes.
It's
So
like
you were partners since the incident?
No, I
the
only found out
Patriots
the
have
truth
so
shortly
much
before
blood on
this.
their hands that they have
When
no
I
choice but to
confronted
do,
him
like,
You
they
fought
can't
with
do
Snake?
anything
When?
but this.
Well,
I
it
mean,
was
the
around time we
Patriots
were
can do
holding hands
whatever
with
they
that girl.
want because they're
Snake.
terrible and have no qualms about anything.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there is no going back.
No,
So you joined
absolutely
hands
There is
with
no
him to
stepping
pay
down.
back a debt.
No, mutual gain.
Mutual gain.
from the moment that
job
you
was
learn
to
about the
assist you.
Patriots, it's
If
like,
some of this
oh,
gets away with
the
Arsenal,
Patriots
our mission
are
is a failure.
the overarching villain
Patriots
for
will judge that
all
as
of it.
failure on my part and terminate my child. Putting it simply, my child's life depends on your success.
So you did it all for your child. But why would the Patriots want to help me? Are they hoping I'll take Solidus out?
No, you're just like me. We're just pawns.
Pawns for what purpose?
The S3 plan.
Huh?
You'll figure it out sooner or later, but I wonder if you'll handle the truth.
What do you mean?
Listen, we haven't got time for this. Solidus will commence his attack any minute. He's got to be stopped.
What about the virus?
No results so far. I think the Patriots have tampered with the program.
Will it work?
I don't know.
Get me out of this thing.
Not yet. I'll release your restraints after I leave this room.
Where's my gear?
Snake's got everything. I couldn't bring it here.
And where do I find Snake?
At the end of 2 hallways.
The passageway ahead leads to a hangar. He'll be
So I want you to keep in mind,
for the hangar.
so when we
Snake plan to destroy Arsenal
when we
gear?
had those little
Even for Snake,
interstitials in the codec, those interrupts,
the only option is to
they
stop
used
Solidus and
pretty
his
much
men.
the same ones that
Stay concealed.
that you can talk to
That's
with
my
Rose,
role.
right?
I still can't
Yeah.
afford to be discovered.
So one of the things that does not translate very well into the English version of this game is the fact that in Japanese,
you can't keep
Olga
this up.
is voiced
They're
by
bound
the
to
same
find you.
person that voiced
I'll
Meryl.
free you in a little while. Brace yourself.
In fact, a large amount of the cast in this game is voiced by the same people that, you know, they had parallels from MGS1 to 2 that do
Right.
not share them in this game, including Solidus, who is voiced also by Akio Otsuka, who voices Solid Snake. Hello?
Jack, are you all right?
Yeah.
Jack, is it true? What Solidus said?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Drafting small children, sending them to war? It's not allowed under international conventions.
That doesn't mean
ICC
it's not
rules don't
believable.
mean a lot in war. Someone told me that there are over 300,000 children in combat right now. I was just one of them.
So you remember. I thought your memory had been manipulated
I
by
didn't
them.
want to talk about
It
it.
was. But I have nightmares every day. Pieces of the past I can't put together.
Why didn't you tell me?
You couldn't begin to understand.
You wouldn't know that until you try me.
No, Rose, this is big.
I didn't want you to get hurt. There was never a real reason for me to fight, except that someone put a gun in my hand. And that someone was him.
It wasn't your fault.
If I survived the day's fight, I was praised, fed, and had a bed to sleep in. I think I was only 6 when I held my first AK. But I'm not even sure of that.
Jack.
I'm not like Snake. I never questioned why we fought. There was no purpose, no way out. They give you a gun, you ask how many to kill. If you didn't, you were the one they shot instead.
It's okay. No one is blaming you.
We were shown Hollywood action films every day. The kind with macho guys and big guns. They call it image training.
Raiden was so fucked up.
They built us from the ground up into killing machines. We were fed once a day. I can still
Like
taste
Jesus
the gunpowder
Christ.
they mixed into the food.
Gunpowder? In the food?
The
Yeah,
gunpowder
what's up
had
with
toluene in it, giving it hallucinogenic properties. It kept us drugged, controlled.
Like, holy shit!
God!
Raiden had it way worse than
When the
Snake
Civil
ever
War
did!
ended, those of us who survived were taken in by NGOs. They gave me a new life in the States. I can't complain. But nothing's changed. The only people who have no problem with my past have secrets and agendas of their own. Terrible nightmares. Every night. I can never forget.
Jack.
I'm afraid of the night. That's why I don't sleep next to you.
You should have told me.
Told you what? That I'm a killer? And always have been?
No. No.
What I hate more than anything else in the world is my own past. I didn't want you or anyone to know about it. Now I know why I was chosen for this mission. No one can take him on. Take him down. Except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you the way you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you, I admit that. Where you were born, how you grew up. But I know that now. And I know that what I feel for you can only get better. And I'll share in your past if that's the price.
It doesn't work that way. No one can share the burden of what I've done. It's not one of those warm and fuzzy things couples share.
I accept the good and the bad, Jack. That's what you do for someone you love.
I don't want to share my past with anyone. I just want to forget about it.
Jack, I haven't told you, about what I've done.
Can it top what I did?
The last 2 years with you. It's been more than I've ever hoped for.
Jack.
I can't go any farther. I know you want to get married. But I can't. I can't risk starting a family. There's no way to erase my childhood.
It's all right, Jack. Please, don't say any more.
I'm gonna say more. Just wait, because we're not done with this. That's a very heavy scene, and it doesn't land entirely for me, for a couple of reasons, but the biggest one is just Rose and Raiden. I don't believe them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And that is intentional. Also, okay. You mentioned before you like the whole Austin Powers thing.
Yeah.
So he keeps his hands on him even while you do the cartwheel.
That's pretty good.
He keeps one hand while he attacks.